How do? Welcome to another UK scale and crawler video. As you can see, we've got the beast out now. As most of you know, this started off with SCX10, everything on it. Well, it started off as a Scout, to be honest with you. Then he got converted to an SCX10. Then I bought all the SCX10 bits. Then I bought all the hop-up bits for the SCX10. It had aluminium axles and everything on it. And then now I've decided to stick wraith axles on. What a pain in the backside that was. Now where do I start? I've had to make full complete new link kit for it. I've still got to do the lows. I've got the axles sitting where I want them sitting now, but I need to sort the lowers out, as I'll show you in a minute. You'll see what the problem is. But this is the general wheelbase of how it's going to be. I got the wraith axles off a lad on the Facebook group called Phil. Sent him my SCX10 aluminium ones with all the HD gears in and everything, and then he sent me the wraith axles out. Once I'd received the wraith axles, before I even received the wraith axles, I've then ordered a load of hop-ups for the front end and the lockouts for the rear, because they had, I think it was Jazz Rider, what they called, steering knuckles on, and I wanted a heck of a lot more steering, so I've now got the hot racing high clearance ones, all the high steering angle ones, which are effectively the same as the ones that are on the XR10, so it's now got near enough the same steering angle as my XR10 has. I've had to make a new link kit for the steering as well, for all that to clear, but it seems to be getting there now. Like, I'm just waiting on one last bit and then it'll be up and running. I did have it running the other week, but it was, the wheelbase was too short. It was running on the 19 Rock Beasts, and it didn't look right, if I'm honest. I thought it did, and then a few people said it needed 2.2s on it, so I had a little gander at it, and then I stuck me 2.2s off my XR on it, which is what these carbon wheels are. And then I thought, well, yeah, it does look a bit better, but it then needs lengthening, so it's took a lot of messing about, shall we say, but we're beginning to get there now. Hello, what's up? Dog's trying to go for me beer. Big no-no. So, yeah, to run the 2.2s on it, I've had to cut the front of the body out. As you can see here, I have to say, it did have a bumper that went all the way down. It used to sit flush with the front end. Because it's got that much steering angle, as you can still see, it's hitting the bumper now. I need to trim the bumper as well for it to work properly, but it's neither here nor there that I can sort that out. But yeah, so because it's got that much steering angle, it's still catching in a few places, but I can fix that, it'll be alright. Main problem was the links, to be honest with you. How can I put it? With the wraith axles, because the pumpkins are offset to the right hand side or left hand side, whichever way you're looking at the truck, and because I'm running MIPs, the upper link that's on the same side as the output drive off the gearbox was catching the drive shaft massively, so it was stopping a lot of the articulation. So I've had to make new links underneath, which have now got a bend in them, so they come down slightly lower than the lowers and then fold back up again, so they go under, effectively they go under the drive shaft, so when it articulates now the link goes up and the drive shaft goes up at the same time. I'll show you that now. I'll just pull this off a minute. So if you look on the back, on the bottom, the way that sits now there, I've already made this one. The other thing is I've had to order another MIP male end as well, because this one's not long enough. RRP Hobbies do the right size one. I think it's called an MIP exclusive. It's 3.4 inches long, so I've had to sort that out. I order one of them. That should hopefully be here this week, and then it'll be up and running then. But the link kit, the other problem is the outer links are on the outside. I need to get them back on the inside, so I need to make the lowers again I'll remake them, so I can probably use the back ones on the front because they're shorter, so I can put the bends in and they'll be the right size. I'll just have to make 2 rear ones, which won't be that hard to do, but I can get them sorted. But yeah, if you're ever planning on putting wraith axles on your rig, bear in mind you're going to have to custom make some links, otherwise they catch and you don't get any articulation, and half the time you can't even get the screw in or the nut in on the side. As you can see, there's a fair old bit of binding that could possibly go on, so that's why I've had to make them so they go underneath. Oh yeah, I've had to custom make the link kit for it again. Otherwise that's really about it. I've had to cut the front of the body out as well. I've still got to figure out a mounting system for the body, but I'll get on to that over the next week or so and get that up and running and get the body all mounted up. It's also running carbon fibre Rockstar 2.2 wheels. They're made by a fella called, what's his name now, Toby on Facebook. Can't remember his second name. I'll put a link to what's it called, his Facebook profile, and then you can get in touch with him through there. I think my missus is in the kitchen. But yeah, the wheels are made by him. They're 3mm thick carbon fibre with a 5mm thick Delrin ring on them, and then Delrin spacers between both halves of the wheel, so they're proper bead locks as well. So I'm running them on it, and then I've got the HB Rovers, which have been shaved. As you can see, there's no tread left on the side of them. I've also doubled the foams up on them so they puff out a little bit more, so they're not fully compressed, which will help it a lot. But yeah, it's been a bit of a pain to get running, but once this other half the drive shaft turns up, it'll be up and running and it'll be all good. So I'll have another video up next weekend, possibly of it running if the MIP turns up this week, but there's no guarantees on that because I live in the UK and the MIP's got to come from the States. So sometimes it'll take 5 days to turn up, other times it'll take 10, maybe 12, so you'll have to wait and see what happens. And yeah, that's about it really. The steering link as well, while I think on, get that out of the way. The tie rod that goes between both wheels is made out of 5mm thick grade 5 titanium. I've turned the ends down, and then once I've turned the ends down, I've then put 4mm thread on it and got the rod ends on. The top one was just a link that I just had laying around. It happened to be the right length. That's just 4mm stud iron with a 6mm sleeving over the top of it. So it's 6mm outer diameter and 4mm inner diameter, so it's strengthened it up a little bit. That happened to be the right length, so we'll see how that works. But the steering that's on the thing is just ridiculous now. It's got mega amounts of steering, so it should do well, but we'll only find that out when it goes up against the Wraith, which will possibly be next weekend if it's up and running. I may end up remaking the back of the cage as well, so it sits a bit flusher with the back of the body. Well, yeah, that's about it. So keep your eye out next weekend for the video. There'll also be another one coming up next weekend of the FIM motocross that I'm going to. So if you want to see some motorbikes getting flown off jumps and belting it round bends, then give that video a little watch. And then hopefully on the Saturday, if the MIP turns up, I'll see if we can get out for an hour and go and give this a run. We'll see how we do. So nice one, cheers for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Check out the other videos and stuff that's on the channel, and give it a good click the like button. I always like the likes getting whacked, because then at least I know I'm doing something right. And give the video a share in your communities on Facebook and Google Plus, and like with your friends and stuff, so you can get more subscribers, and then more subscribers equals more videos. So I'll see you all soon. Nice one guys, cheers, bye.